Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be taking a look at elves because, well, they gave us some new elves, they gave us an elf lord, and we'd be kind of foolish to not at least try, right? Now, just because we try it doesn't mean it's going to work, but we're going to find out because I think it very much can, and we have all the right parts, and we have some very cool elves that hung over from New Capenna. I don't know if they were partying or what before the rest got there, but they're here, so let's go use them. Alright, y'all, tough life. I had some files get corrupted, and I don't have access to the early access thing anymore, so I at least had to give you the deck list. This is the best I can do on short notice, so I hope y'all appreciate it still. Anyway, here's what we got. Now, if you haven't started playing with Llanowar Stalker, I don't know if you really need to, but it is the only quality 1-drop we can play in this list, so I did decide to play 3 of them, just to see how that goes. I don't know if it's going to be the best call for us or not. That's just kind of where we are with it. We needed something early, and we do have a way to sometimes play 2 or 3 creatures a turn, so there are times you're going to be attacking with a 3 or 4 power creature, so it's not like it's terrible as a 1-drop, but it's fine. We are playing Tail Swipe. We're playing 3 of those. It's the best removal card. Like, honestly, I'm going to say something that's going to sound kind of crazy, but in some ways, Tail Swipe can be better even than Blizzard Brawl. I know Blizzard Brawl gave you Indestructible and all that, but this can be played as an instant. It can give you a straight up +1/+1, even on turn 2 or 3 when you wouldn't otherwise have Snowlands or whatever previously. Like, this has some versatility to it that's very good. Now, I will tell you, the list we play in the games, I believe, have 4 Tail Swipes. And this has 3 Tail Swipes and 3 Fateful Absence. We still play the same cards overall. I just adjusted the numbers so we can squeeze room for the Fateful Absence. So from here, I'm just going to kind of go over the rest of the cards because they're going to be plus or minus 1 card that's on here. But that's, unfortunately, just we played the games, and then, you know, after editing, I had to find a way to come back and give you the deck list, and this is what the final deck list looks like. So you won't see any Fateful Absences in these games, but just know they are in the final downloadable list. If you watch the games, it'll explain why we're playing Fateful Absence. However, now that I'm thinking it, bonus content, I would consider, if the format goes to where there's a bunch of spot removal, or maybe even just a bunch of sweepers that aren't necessarily meat hooks, I would think about the possibility of playing Tamiyo Safekeeping. I wouldn't say to do it yet. I think you're still better off playing these other cards, but just keep that in mind as a thing. Now, if we end up playing a bunch of removal where we're just giving negatives to creatures or whatever, then that just may not be a thing. However, if giving negatives to creatures ends up not being as popular because of things like Jodah making things too big, then you can go back to playing Tamiyo Safekeeping. If you end up in a situation where it's a bunch of sweepers and whatever, that's great. You can take advantage of it. If it ends up being where they find ways to work around that and you are still seeing a bunch of meat hooks and negatives or whatever, then Tamiyo Safekeeping is going to be nothing. So anyway, there you go. Just some insight on future of the format. But yeah, Galley Greeters, a full set of 4. Leaf Crown Visionaries, a full set of 4. Quirion Beastcaller, not really an elf, but does the job that we want here, so 4 of those. We are playing 4 Yavimaya Iconoclast, just because getting a haste creature is pretty sweet. We did decide to also play 3 King Darien, even though it's not an elf, it does pump your team. We have 4 Fleetfoot Dancer, which if you watch any of my stuff from New Capenna season, we really like this card. It's haste, it's trample, it's life gain. It does a little bit of everything, and since we can cast it and oftentimes attack with it being a 5 or a 6 power, that's super good. And then we are playing a couple of Halana and Alena, because pumping your team's also great. And then we're playing Defiler of Vigor because you just want to try it out. You know, we get a big body, we can pump our elves. The elves are cheap as well, so if you're able to even just pay 1 Phyrexian mana, then that, boom. You also get the benefit of, you could pay 2 life. If you have a Galley Greeters out, you get the life right back. So there's not even a drawback if you have it built in. Otherwise, typical lands, you get Mirror's Garden, Carplusion Forest, Overgrown Farmlands. We have a couple others we're playing in here, but obviously basics and whatnot. Set of Secluded Courtyards because we do have mostly elves. Now, granted, that's going to make it a little difficult if we're trying to play like Halana and Alena, King Darien, Extra Large the 8th, or Defiler. But I think we can still do it. So we're going to rock with it, see how it works out. Y'all enjoy the games. Catch up with me on the back side of the video, and I'll talk about how we got around to having those updates that we have in the list. Again, sorry this wasn't the typical presentation, but I didn't have access to Arena, so hopefully this works out for y'all. All right, we're definitely keeping this. I mean, we turn 1 farmland. Turn 2 Gala Greeters. I think we could be into that. A little concerning. Oh, that could change things. If we... Dang. This is where we're getting a little greedy, because I kind of want to Gala Greeters to be able to get to a Defiler, but we don't have the other lands in hand, so I'm going to assume Defiler's not really happening here yet. So our choices really are either Iconoclast... Actually, you know what? We're going to go with this. Because if this lives, then we go ahead and just kick her the Iconoclast and get in for a bunch of damage on turn 2. I think it's going to die anyway, though. All right, what you got? What you got? Okay. We expected whatever we played was going to die there, so that's not a huge concern. Okay, finding some more mana. So now this is starting to come into view a little bit, if you will. I'm just trying to think the best way to get to this, and then what we would have in hand afterwards. So I'm going to go with this, see if it draws a bullet or not. It might. Okay, it didn't there. I don't know what that means. Legamos, all right. I'm not sold on Legamos, really, personally, but yeah, no blocks. Ooh, that's cute. Well, what are we looking to do now? Was not expecting that. Opponent can only meat hook for 2 right now as the big option, so let's do this. We're gonna get treasure. We're gonna play this. Pump this. And we're gonna attack. Alright. So now we could possibly Defiler and this if we get an untapped land. Yeah, Weatherlight, sure. It's all you, friend. Yeah, I'm gonna block with this here Beast Caller. I'm into it. They left it on top, whatever it was. All right. They're going to make some dudes that are going to die. Ooh, awesome. We did get what we wanted. Great. And then we get to pump our dudes. We're going to pump this. We're going to... Also, by the way, getting to get life and recover that life off of the Gala Greeters is pretty sweet. I hadn't noticed that before, but that's an awesome benefit. No kicker. We just got to play it straight up. We will use that ability. So lots of things going off here. Sure. Treasure. Probably gain life in this scenario. Attack. Attack. All right. And this Iconoclast has trample as well. So we got a lot. We got 11 damage worth of trample just over there. And that's if we don't even find a creature. Right now you could minus 1, 2, 3. Yeah, sure, whatever. We're blocking. I mean, those were going to die anyway and trigger the Weatherlight, so whatever. All right. Come on, Elf off the top. Elf off the top. Come on, big money, no whammies. We need an Elf. That is not an Elf, but it ain't bad. We'll take it. Yeah, we want to pay the cost to be the boss. Ooh, hold on. Like, I'm like, do I need to pump that even bigger? Not really, because we have 9/9s and stuff the opponent's got to deal with right now. We might as well just gain the... Well, I don't know. Do we gain the life? Because this can't block. If we all out attack... Yeah, all right. We're just going to pump it. Whatever. No need to overthink it. Creatures like to die sideways, y'all. Creatures like to die sideways. Man, this looked way more impressive than I thought it was going to here. Yeah. Sure. All right. I'm down. Leaf Crown Visionary had to die for everybody to survive. But you know what? We're into it. All right. There we go. I don't even know what to say, y'all. Like, that looked damn impressive. I don't even, like, I don't think it's going to work like that every time. That felt like one of those times where, like, this is exactly how I drew it up. Yeah, we keep this. I think our plan here might be greeters into Halana and Elena or something. I don't know how this is going to work just yet. Let's see if this one even lives to start with. It may not. Oh, it is going to live. Okay. We're not going to be quite big enough to kill that, are we? Actually, not true. If we play Leaf Crown, we would make that a 3/3, and then we could tail swipe. Actually, no, we could even just play Greeters and then tail swipe, right? Because we could just make this a 2/2, and then this makes it 3/3, and we get to fight it. All right, I guess that's all right. I'm into that. I mean, we might lose both of our Greeters to some random, like, deal damage to multiple creature type spells, but whatever. I mean, I'm into it. Oh, no, it's going to get the counter first. Oh, I should have waited. I wasn't even thinking. Oh, that's so bad. I'm stupid. Good job, opponent. I'm an idiot. I mean, I could have waited till their turn to do it, but I didn't. Let's see what they've got, though. I mean, what's funny is it's almost in our best interest if they kill a Greeters and Halana Elena slips through, but we'll see. All right, opponent's going to attack. They obviously have some type of strategy here because they're not just going shields down for no reason. So we're probably about to lose 2 creatures. Yeah, not a surprise. Would be my guess, unless they're just going to play something else here, another body. No, they didn't play a Ledger Shredder here. So I guess you're looking to counter something? All right, so I guess we play another Ledger Shredder. How do we feel about that? Get treasure. This has to get countered if we try to play it, right? So I'm just not going to here. We get more value out of having that next turn. I mean, maybe we die because they flash in the fairy here or whatever. I mean, I've already kind of goofed up this game, so we'll see if I can recover from a dumb mistake. What are you doing here? Shore up. Why would they play that and not block? Untap target creature you control, gets +1/+1 and gains hexproof. Did they accidentally skip through their attacks? What? What? Alright, I guess I'm going to play this then. I mean, sure, you get to make a bigger Ledger Shredder, but I mean... Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be 6. We could set ourselves up to play both of these next turn, which is a little bit crazy. I don't know if we really want to do that or not. But, oh no, we can't, because we already got a treasure from that one earlier. So we'll just get treasure from this one. Alright. So you still have to draw an untapped land if we want to do what we're trying to do. There you go. Now we get to start seeing some cool cards. There you go. This is going to get entertaining fast now. All right, opponent's down to 2 cards, though they will get to draw one off to consider. Let's just hope it's nothing that really makes us sad. Delver does not necessarily make us sad. We're at 18. We can play Halana and Elena. Ooh, and have a tail swipe. Nice, 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 nice. Question is, what do we wish to tail swipe? Because we have choices here. We could play King Darien, which bumps the whole team. And that's pretty sweet. Because then we could attack with nearly everything. I mean, we could fight the infantry and then attack with everything. That's actually pretty good. We could Halan on Elena. Pump like this thing. Still attack. I think we'd go the other way, though. I think that's the plan. I'm just like double checking everything here just to be sure. I think this is what we want to do. We're going to plus. We're going to plus. Actually, this one. And yeah, I almost don't care. Like, your Ledger Shredder goes off, it goes off. You know what I mean? I think that's where we're at. I'm willing to live with that. I'm okay with that. Yep, that's what I thought. All right. Now, this is a slower hand, and we obviously don't have mana for Fleetfoot. We don't have any other elves yet, really, so this is one we're going to have to work for a little bit. Whoa, I don't know if y'all could see the graphic. Look how it, like, weirdly overlaid the opponent's cards here. Like, oh, it's because our hat's in the way. That's all. It's actually normal. The hat just makes it look weird. I got it. All right, let's try a Beast Call. I'm assuming it's going to die or get countered, one or the other, but still got to try it. Yep, make disappear, makes sense. Do. Yep, there's Liliana. Sure, we'll discard a Defiler because we're not going to play that anytime soon. Actually, you know what? We might just discard Leaf Crown here. We might get to Defiler, actually. If we... Well, the deck says, hey, here's another one. How you like that? Let's go ahead and get this down. We'll call Elf. Go ahead and just play this. Alright. I mean, we're going to get to Fleetfoot into... Oh, okay. So the opponent doesn't have any other removal, I wouldn't think, or you wouldn't waste Liliana there. I couldn't imagine, right? That wouldn't be a smart play. Okay, so what are we looking at doing here? We can Galagreeters into Leaf Crown, maybe, and get the treasure and set this up, or we could just do this, but it doesn't do anything yet until we get this next turn. All right, I think this is just where we're at. And then we just have to see what the opponent does to determine what we need to do. Getting the treasure just so we have options. I mean, drawing a card costs us 2 life, which is not the best thing right now. But, you know, is what it is. You sack, we're going to get rid of the Visionary. I mean, actually, I say that. We have an Elf in hand. Maybe we keep the Visionary. I don't know. No blocks. We're going down to 14. No clue what those cards are in the opponent's hand. We're about to find out, though. Infernal Grass. All right. Well, we're going to have no board if they want to sacrifice Liliana. If they just make us draw a card, we are going to be faced with a pretty tough decision. I think it would be just get Defiler, though. All right. We're just going to have to hope that's not a counter in their hand. Oh, they had to discard 2. I forgot. Yeah, duh. All right, cool. Game. Let's do it. I'm into it. We're going to go +1 to make Liliana's life as hard as possible. They're going to make us discard the other Galagreeters, obviously. Ooh, Sorin. That sucks. That sucks a lot. So now we need a tail swipe or whatever. That's pretty tough. All right, well, here's hoping. Yep. Or a creature that's castable. Oh, actually, if we could get another Fleetfoot Dancer, that would be hot. Oh, come on, deck. Provide, please. Fleetfoot Dancer would be so good. Yeah, no choice. If you attack, I kind of have to block here. Right, because then we're just so low on life, we just die to the ability. Ah, that sucks. I was hoping we would have got something else there. GG's. Like, we're dead. Like, we're just going to be too low to do anything after that. You know what? Let's try it. Let's try it. The tough part here is we kind of need this on white. So I'm wondering... dang it. Do I call a human here for real and hate myself later? I think we have to. Man, that makes me feel bad, though. Oh, gosh. Alright. I don't love it, but it's what we gotta do. It's what we gotta do. Okay. I'm not sure where this is going to end up, but we're going to just try our best to make the most out of it. No, I don't think y'all understood. Like, that was the whole gimmick. I know what the Roman numerals are. It's more fun just to call them extra large 8. Like, I just knew that, like, trick to social media. If you say and do some things that let people look smart and correct you, people love correcting you. So sometimes I purposely will just say something dumb, knowing that people will correct me. Yes, I totally understand that those numbers are 48. Mostly from watching football and them naming the Super Bowls in Roman numerals. But it is fun to just call them extra large 8. Queen Elenel. Alright, what are we going to do with that? I guess we're going to have to tail swipe her. So hopefully we can find a land, because that would be nice. Well, okay, I didn't specify untapped land. That one's on me deck. Yeah, I guess we're going to have to blow up this treasure, sadly. Yeah, I think we still want... Do we want treasure here? Because now we're just going to be playing King Darian's, right? Alright. We're kind of at that point, so here we go. And those are safe attacks. Alright. Man, the funny thing is, I put that land on human, and then I ended up... We never drew a land until last turn, and it was tapped, and it was a land that made it to where it wouldn't even have mattered. Alright. Okay, well, let's get as much damage in as we can, I guess. +1. Get in there with the team. I mean... Gotta do what we can do. Our opponent just says GG. Whew. Alright. Okay. Oh, they also were playing some King Darians with more tokens and what. Oh, I see. They were using the life gain options and... Okay. That makes sense. Well, the good news is we have a trampler. Don't know if it's enough. You're not dead yet, opponent, I don't think, right? Oh, that's not true, because it's a trample for 1. Yeah. We get to go first. We will keep this. I imagine it's not going to get too much better mana-wise. Though I just realized we don't have a thing on 3. So we need another 2 or 3 mana thing, and then hopefully... that will help bridge us to any of our other biggins. The official turn, but... Oh, where were you? And oh, my goodness. You are terrible. Alright, I guess we'll roll with this, dude. This card had some pretty sweet art, though. Crazy armor on this thing. Oh, this is nifty. Wasn't really expecting this, but this is kind of nice to be stuck with on turn 3. Alright. Now I'm double checking Arena to make sure it's paying correctly, but there's only one way we could pay for this, so it wasn't going to be able to wreck us on that one. Alright. Okay, this is where we need to draw land. We need land, big time. Come on, big money. No whammies. No whammies. All right, I guess that's fine. Fortunately, Quirion Beastcaller is on cast, so that's very cool. And if they kill it now, we get to move at least one counter over on something else. Yep. So you kill it now is your best bet, because it's only one counter instead of two. Yep. That makes total sense. And we'll put this over here on the Trampler. Then that gets a +1, and then we attack for 6. And then hope at some point we find this extra land, because boy do we need it. Shield Dread. Alright. Shield Dread, you got it. We're about to lose our whole board to meat hooks. That sucks. I mean, I hate that it's true, but like, what can we do about it? Ugh. Man. Our hand was so good. We could have ended the game. Now the opponent's getting to build up, gain some life. Come on, deck. We need some love here. Alright, about time. Question is it too late? And I don't know if it is or not. Okay. Alright, so if we play Fleetfoot Dancer, we don't get to do enough to attack through. We play Halana Lena, we get at least to make the Quirion Beastcaller big. And then we get to distribute some counters. Alright. I mean, it's the best we can do, really. I'm going to make Treasure. Because I'm hopeful on, like, hopes and dreams and crazy stuff we can do with the Defiler of Vigor next turn. Alright, well, that was unfortunate. But not as bad as that could have been, I suppose. Okay, well, no attacks. Alright, Shield Red does its thing. Good news is we can cast a creature regardless next turn. Now the bad news is they could double block with Corpse Appraisers. Alright. Man, missing land for like those 3 turns is so rough in here. We got to figure it out, though. Opponent's got too much mana and too much advantage here, I think. Plus, Shield Dread's getting stuff done. Yeah, we don't have a tail swipe or anything. Our next best bet would be to Defiler plus this thing at some point. But I think we're just going to go here for now. I'm going to take a Treasure. And I'm just going to gamble for next turn. I mean, if they have a counter or something, it's going to be over anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. If they got us, they got us. Alright, they're going to bounce that. That makes sense. Reckless Impulse gives you options for a couple of cards. Solkanar, ugh. Well, that's going to make our attacks not so bueno next turn. We lose 2. Nope, they're going to deal 3 to something. Of course, that makes sense. Surprised they didn't attack there. Tail Swipe's pretty sweet, though. Alright, so now we have a lot of decisions to try to figure out here. Do we, like, Quirion Beastcaller... attack with Fleetfoot Dancer, see what the opponent does. Defiler can pump stuff once. But then I'd lose the life, gain the life, and I could tail swipe Shieldred. I don't know if we feel good enough about that. We could do this, play one thing, get it to a 3-3, we can get it to a 4-4, so that's not enough. We'd have to actually do it on a Fleetfoot Dancer, maybe. Man, none of these feel great, y'all. None of these feel great. Opponent's got one card left. I mean, we could Defiler and then fight and then try to do some crazy stuff next turn. Maybe that's our ticket. I mean, I got nothing else. So, I mean, trying to make the most of it here. We do this. We fight here. Knowing it's going to die, but we get some life back. Hopefully that's in their hand isn't just another Shieldred, which it might be. All right. Now, if we're willing to spend some life, we can play 2 creatures, possibly a third if we draw it next turn, and it's cheap enough. But this is where we're at the moment. Okay, underdog. At least they don't feel safe enough to use the other ability, so that's some good news. And what are other choices here? They could drain us for 2, draw a card, or give it to us, right? Okay. Okay. This didn't quite work out, but it's also not the worst thing. We'll get the 2 back, so we're not going too low. And then this is just... Oh, I guess we didn't have... Well, we would have taken 1, I guess. Would have been smarter. Yeah. Pump this. Play that. Could attack with our 5/3. Is that good enough here? We're only at 13. No, no attacks. Fine. We're in this weird standstill here. I'm not really sure how this ends. I almost want to draw like Elf Lord, so we can start. They're gonna get to kill their Solkanar, so they don't have to get to the last level. That sucks. Yeah. Smart move, opponent. Smart move. 1, 2, 3, and they can still meat hook for 4. Gosh dang it. Such a good draw from them. Alright. This doesn't trample or anything, sure. I mean, we couldn't block with anything else. I mean, I guess if we blocked with the Filer Vigor, they would just kill their whole board. I mean, it would have been the other thing, I guess. Which, it's almost worth it. Not quite. Yep. Seems good. Get to deal 3 damage. Kill off our little duder. Yep. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and cycle this, because what else are we going to do with it? See if we can find a creature that's worth playing. That is, but not here. Alright, no attacks. Hope to get lucky. Actually, I think we're dead, because here we have to block everything, or else we die. And the opponent's going to get to meat hook to finish off stuff, unfortunately. Yeah, they got this one. Man, I thought we might come back from getting stuck on lands there, but... Yeah. Really not much we can do about it. They get his meat hook for too much here. Super sad. Alright. We'll just block as much as we can. Just knowing the outcome. Yeah. Sure, and then we take 2, we take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then they meat hook for a bunch, and then drain us for a bunch. Yeah. It's unfortunate. I mean, yeah, there's no blocking amount. Man, meat hook's just such a damn good Magic card. It really is. I mean, they could leave us just the Defiler, I guess, if they wanted to, like, but I don't think they will. Yeah, that makes sense. Maximize your damage. Then Meat Hook, put us down to 1. And there's really no other play, and then you just play your Tenacious Underdog, and then we die. I mean, we literally can't win from here. Like, I mean, like, I'm wondering, like, the opponent's doing. Like, we for real can't win. Sure. Alright. We're dead anyway. The blue-green one from one of the Innistrad sets, that also taps for any color. So yeah, so we have plenty of multicolor things, actually. Mana should not be an issue for a deck, if you're looking, at least color-wise. This is a mulligan. This we will keep. And... wow, I don't believe I'm doing this. I'm going to get rid of Jetmare's Garden. I'm just going to hope to draw a green or a white by turn 3 or so if I just need it. Alright, here we go. Phoenix Chick might get to own us finally. Everybody's been wanting Phoenix Chick in a deck. I haven't put it in a single list. This will be the first time I think we actually lost to it with a decent hand. Assuming they have some other creatures or removal or whatever. Do we just put one of these on human just because? I think we have to, just in case it doesn't work out. Like, in case this idea goes sideways, we want to give ourselves a shot. No attacks, because that has double strike over there. Alright, you're going to load up the chick and come get us? No. They're going to play an Iconoclast, actually. Respect. I might just take 4. Oh, whoa. Opponent, really? Aggressive. I like it. This could be a sign that they're probably just going to drop a... Nope. I was thinking maybe they were just going to drop some big thing on us here, but maybe not. I'm just thinking, if they play Raiju, do we even have an out here? No, actually thinking about that, I should have just blocked their Iconoclast last turn. Because then it'd have been easier to fight their other guy. Knowing I already had the tail swipe. That actually makes that a bad play. But I guess this is mostly fine. Let's just go ahead and play this. And we'll just hope for the best. No blocks. I mean, if they got it, we're going to be in a world of hurt here anyway. Yep. Sounds good. Yeah, that was a bad block on the previous turn. That's going to lead to us losing, honestly. And I deserve it. Like 100%. There's no reason. We'll attack. And then I guess we'll go ahead and try to tail swipe this guy. Actually, well, yeah, that's fine. Doesn't really matter much. Alright. Lana Nalena, anything else? No. Wow, I guess they just have lands in hand or something. Alright, well, we're going to have to hope to get lucky then. I mean, Phoenix Chick, here we go, I'm at 7. Ooh, that's nice. Don't want to pay the iron price here. We're just going to do it the hard way. Okay. Six. Nope. Phoenix Chick still not getting it done. Yeah. This is weird. Hopefully we draw some more quality creatures. Okay. I guess. Attack. I don't know if they want to trade or not. Looks like not. Alright, we need to draw a creature that's castable here. Come on. Okay, that works. That works. Could have been a lot worse, actually. If we attack with both of these, then we move a counter over to the Leaf Crown Visionary. But then they double blocked here, didn't block here. I mean, it only really makes sense to attack with this, because they can just first strike this down. Alright, fair enough. They did not want to trade. Alright, Adeline, makes sense. You do get a free 1/1 that we will block. But now we need to draw a creature so we can make a creature big enough to threaten Adeline is the new problem. Sure. I mean, that qualifies. Also call off with that one. And we'll pay the kicker. Alright, that's not a bad creature to have here. No attacks. This gives us at least some reasonable things we could do. I mean, Brutal Cathar is going to suck for us, but, I mean, we at least still have the Iconoclast to do some work here. Okay, no Cathar. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. That helps quite a bit. Why is this the attack? Because we're just trading that for the Iconoclast. So I don't know what they're going to do here. Yeah, I was going to say, that was a weird attack if that was what was coming. I was about to get really suspicious about what was going to go down. Just debating if I want more cards or not here. This has to be on whatever this guy is. Is it Phyrexian? Yeah, Phyrexian Worm. All right, we'll just call Phyrexian. That's good enough. Just to make sure we can cast it if we want to next turn. All right, so if we do this, we could do this +1 from this guy. So the opponent wouldn't have great blocks. Oh, wait. Why would you not do that and let me pay the green, Arena? The hell? All right, so we'll get red. And we'll get white. Actually, no, we don't have to do that. Hold on. I need to get the green out of that. So I have red. We get green out of this. And then we get white out of this. Then we play this. And then we can kick it. Oh, nifty. Love it. All right, we'll take that. That also shrinks Adeline, so that's fine. All right. Also makes it easier for us to attack with Beast Caller next turn alongside this. Wedding announcement. Sure. I'm trying to wait till we can get to a point where we can do this and this on the same turn, but we need one more mana. So that is not an option. Arena's still trying to get us again on this thing. Green. Red. White. There we go. Hopefully we'll find the other land we've been waiting on. That is not it. However, we are attacking with this, with this, with this, and that's it. Actually, if we keep that back, they're still not going to attack with their Adeline later. So let's just do that. That's fine. Those are big enough to be a problem on their own. Interesting, the opponent did not want to do anything else there. All right. They have a lot of mana. I mean, we're going to probably play... If we don't get the mana for the Defiler of Vigor, we're just going to play Iconoclast with haste here. All right. Probably get back Thalia? Nope. Sun Gold Sentinel. That's fine. It makes more sense. It's a 3-power. But it can't do anything till the other thing dies anyway. Oh, but they had another one anyway. All right. There's that. All right, deck. We've waited a long time for an untapped land. Like, you can oblige us now. We've done everything we can to buy time. Come on. Our body is ready. Let's do it. I mean, you can't really attack here, right? I mean, okay, I guess they are. I mean, we've got Trample Duders, opponent. I don't know if you're aware of that. I'll go ahead and block. I mean, we kill that and get it out the way. Well, we have so much light. I guess they're looking for cards, though. I guess is their plan. Oh, okay, well, that works too, I guess. Not the way I thought we were going to get there, but we'll take it. Play this. Can we kick it with these spells? Yeah, I was going to say. I mean, we're going to do that anyway. All right, keep it. Ugh, this is not a good start. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. All right, we go with... I guess we'll go with Greeters, and if Greeters dies, it dies. We're gonna be living on Fleetfoot Dancers this game, I think. At least it feels that way. All right, is our Gala Greeters dead? Yep, looks like it is. Guess it's not the worst thing if they decide to kill it like that. Do have to put this on Elf at least, sadly. Can we get away? I think we just have to Fleetfoot Feetfoot is going to be our plan here. Oh no. They just straight up discarded a land and an Infernal Grasp. We have to be in trouble, right? Like, they literally said, nope, we got too many removal and we have too many land. Like, that, I guess, I don't know what you're looking for there otherwise. That sounds nuts. I mean, maybe you're just going to meat hook this away? Oh, they had a cut down. Okay, fair. I mean, I guess here you go for... Heck, I don't know. Oh, that guy. I thought it was going to be something like... Was it? Now that makes sense why you would have discarded that. I was thinking maybe it was going to be Obnixilis or something. I mean, we can't do anything else. I mean, this is it, opponent. Like, you know, like we got to do something. They didn't want to give us Lord Windgrace. All right, they're searching for something. Boo. All right. Yep, nothing we're gonna do about it. Okay. Just thinking how we can turn this around. All right, so if we... Greeters plus this, we can get a land. That would allow this, but we wouldn't be able to play this anyway. If we just do this again, we're still going to take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but we'd be at 19. We go to 10, they'd be at 11. They probably could find a removal card for it. Does that help us? If we go to land next turn, we could then Beast Caller plus this. All right, I guess we still go with this. Doesn't feel great. I don't know if this is correct or not, but it's what we got. You're going to discard and draw. Crack in your treasure. Yep. Windgrace is cool, man. Cool card. Alright. You get a whole lot of mana here. Probably kill us with big Shivan Devastator or something. Which I wouldn't even be mad at if that's what their kill mechanism was with all this mana. I'd be about it. Okay, well, they drew another Riveteer Star. I'm like, okay, fair enough. We weren't going to do much about that anyway. Man. Yeah. Sadly, we almost have to do it like this to just have a 3/3. But I don't think we're going to get to keep it anyway. I think they're just in a cycle now that we just can't keep up. Like, they can get to see, like, 3 extra cards a turn if they really want to at this point. So, yeah, GG's opponent. I think you got this. But, yeah, that's kind of been our issue, though. It's just being a little bit land light. Oh, yeah, we're definitely dead. All right, cool. Not a lot we can do. I mean, if you are, you are. That just happens. But, you know, bad luck is bad luck. No, it's not even there. Like, even there, we had 4 mana, but we needed to be able to play, like, multiple things or something and tail swipe or whatever, and it just didn't happen. And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm willing to live with it. I mean, it's unfortunate, but, you know, nature of the beast. Selfless Samurai. That's something you don't see too often. Alright, I guess we'll kick this one. And I'm not really going to throw the other thing in the way because we might want to play Darien or something the next month. Alice the Dense. Hey, thank you for 17 months. Much appreciated. All right, opponent, what you got going on? Yeah, no blocks. We're going to attack with the other things. Wow, you had that? Okay. Well, we'll put this call human. Why not? Of course, I'm going to draw the other thing next. I'm going to feel really bad, but, you know. We'll attack with just this one for the moment. All right. Not sure what deck plays 2 Selfless Samurai, but I'm sure we're about to find out. Why would you want to do that? You do have 2 black mana. You might want to meat hook here, but yeah, no blocks. Actually, we get the first strike. Nah, it's not even worth it. I don't even want to take the risk, because if they pump their dude and something silly happens, like, we don't need to be in that business. That's a bad idea. Next. Give this a bonus. You do have 2 white, right? Eh, we don't really care. If you got Wandering Emperor, you got a Wandering Emperor. Yep, exactly. Who cares?
I've learned much during my
Like, I mean, what, you get rid of Helana and Elena? I mean, you could first strike our Iconoclast, but you don't want to really do that. Wait. I mean, I guess you could do it at instant speed, sure. Alright. So you kill that, and then you'll exile something next turn? Oh, you're just gonna exile that now. Okay. Sure?
My judgment is final.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll play this and hope for the best. You make a 2/2, so you have another blocker. I mean, who knows? Maybe they have another Wandering Emperor here, honestly. That could be a thing. But we're going to try to play this with haste next turn. And trample. Probably use Helana and Elena on it. This gets a plus... Actually, no, we're probably... Well... Yeah. Man, Wandering Emperor is so good. It makes you play in a weird way. To do things you wouldn't necessarily... Yeah, exactly. There's the other one. That's what I was like, if they have another... Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I do not fault them. Okay, that's kind of nice to pick up here, though. Don't hate it. Kick this. And then attack the opponent. I mean, if you got something to just get us, you just get us. I'm willing to live with the consequences. Probably the right call. Especially if you think you can meet Hook for 4 next turn. Well, I guess, yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, that's the right play, though. Because you go to 3, you meet Hook, you gain some life, and then I don't have anywhere to put these counters. Oh, it's not a meat hook, though, if you're making a samurai.
Guards, to me.
Another Wandering Emperor? No? To lose, that's something you don't see too often. All right, come on, creature. That's not a creature, but it does help. What is this guy? And that goes into their hand next turn? Ugh. Not a fan. You're at 2, though, so if we just kill that, that's game, right? Yeah. I don't know what I'm sitting here looking at. Yep. Alright, so this was an interesting experiment, right? I don't think Elves are going to be like the dominant deck in the format. However, it's interesting that our next set is also going to be technically Dominaria based, I believe, with the Brothers War. So there's a chance we could get a couple more Elves, and we already know there's some Elves that care about like artifacts and stuff that we're not playing with yet because there's not enough good quality artifacts to play with. But that will be something worth considering. There's also like Rada and some other ones. So we do have some other options we could splash in here when the time comes. Now, as for right now, I would say the thing we noticed in the games, we were a little short on removal. So what I would like to do is the final list is going to have like 3 Fateful Absences in there that I have to find space to work them in, but I'm definitely going to get those in the final download. So you'll be able to see those. And I think that will shore up some of the problems we ran into. Because a lot of times, just like if we could have got rid of one thing or maybe one Planeswalker, that would have shifted the entire game. So we're going to find room for that. And they bring us up to probably 6, if not 7 total removal cards. I think that's going to help things out a whole hell of a lot. But otherwise, if you're looking to play Elves, this is one way you can do it, and you have some pretty resilient creatures, and you can attack for pretty large numbers, which is very nice. I know we're playing a couple of like non-Elves in the list, but it is kind of to fill out the curve and give you more powerful creatures. Now, I will say we aren't doing a card spotlight today just because we're trying to cram all these in at the end of the early access event, so I'm trying to take advantage of the access as quick as I can so I can get a bunch of footage for y'all to have edited. However, if you do want to check out another really sweet deck, why don't you click this link right here and give you something else to keep yourself busy if you want to see another deck using Dominaria United cards. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.